The first phase of the moon is called the new moon. This is when the moon is positioned closest to the sun. The moon is usually not visible at this time, except when there is a silhouette during a solar eclipse. The second phase of the moon is called the waxing crescent. The moon appears to be getting bigger. The period of the waxing crescent lasts for about 14 days. The third phase of the moon is called the first quarter moon. When the moon is at an angle of 90 degrees between the sun and the earth, we can see exactly half of the moon. It is 1/4 of the way through the phases of the moon's cycle. That's why we call it a quarter moon. The fourth phase of the moon is called the waxing gibbous. A little bit more than half of the moon is showing during this phase. As the phase progresses, the part of the moon that is lit up seems to grow bigger. The moon looks like it is humpbacked because it is not entirely full just yet. The fifth phase of the moon is called the full moon. During the full moon, the entire moon is showing. This means it is completely on the opposite side of the new moon phase. The part of the moon that is lit up by the sun can clearly be seen from Earth. The sixth phase of the moon is called the waning gibbous. During this phase, the part of the moon that we can see from Earth becomes gradually smaller. In this phase, just like the waxing gibbous phase, the moon looks humpbacked. The only difference now is that the humpback is on the opposite side. The seventh phase of the moon is called the last quarter moon. When the moon is in this phase, exactly half of it is visible from Earth. The moon in this phase looks like the exact opposite of the moon during the first quarter moon. The eighth and final phase of the moon is called the waning crescent. The smallest part of the moon is visible during this phase. Eventually, less and less of the moon becomes visible, and then we start all over again with the new moon phase.